So welcome back to Roll for Puppet, the series where we let these dice design our next creature, and today this one is for you, Order 1997. Thank you so much for trusting us and the dice to make you a randomized puppet, and let's get started. I cannot believe we are already 9 episodes in. Today I feel like it's going to be a chaotic one. So first off, let's roll for our head shape with a d20, and we have a 10 for the Snoop head shape. Brand new head shape reveal, but first of all we need to roll for our personality with our chaos dice, and we have from the lore. You all know this is one of my favourite personalities of all time. I love making magical, mythical creatures. They are just so fun. And of course today we get to show you a brand new head shape as well. So this is the Snoop head shape, and I think after this we only have one more head shape reveal for the brand new head shapes for season 4. We've seen Wilson, we've seen the Spirit, we're going to see the Snoop today, we've seen the Tegan. We only have the Wardle left, so let me know in the comments what your favourite head shape of season 4 so far has been. Of course, we're going to get started by cutting out our articulated foam pattern on the bandsaw. We're going to glue it all together with the delicious but highly poisonous forbidden honey sandwich. Press all of that foam together once the glue is dry to form the shape. And I'm really excited to see what you think of this new head shape. It is definitely very unique, and I'm excited to talk you through our thought process in the kind of character that we're going to bring to life, the kind of mythical lore character from this head shape. We had our S for sexy on the mouth plate there, which gets glued together with the forbidden ice cream sandwiches into the puppet's head, with even more of the delicious looking contact adhesive. Forbidden honey sandwich, t-shirts and enamel pins available from our website, of course, if you want to join the club. But here is the Snoop head shape. So it's giving very much like alien vibes, like Roger from American Dad, Xenomorph, or even like a baked bean. But now we need to roll for our colors. First of all, the amount. We're going to have 3 colors on this puppet, and then we're going to roll for those 3. We have a 4, an 11 and 12, which is for white, dealer's choice, and rainbow/multicolored. And when I tell you you are not ready for the first selection, I mean it. It is probably one of my favourite fabrics I have ever purchased. It is just going to work so perfectly, and it is so unbelievably beautiful. So for the dealer's choice, we're going to go for this nice, soft beige brown colour, and then for the multicolored fabric, we have this very natural kind of jewel-toned rainbow fur, and it just looks like an explosion of forest colours but also gemstones. I am obsessed with it. It just looks so shimmery and so beautiful, and the colours are just really rich. And it's also super fluffy and just perfect with a mythical vibe, I feel like. So we're going to start off with a mix of the nice soft natural brown. We're going to have the fleece on the head of the puppet, the belly, the arms, and then we're going to have the jewel-toned fur kind of popping out across the back, and then using it later on for any hair that the puppet may have. And then we're going to focus all of our white for the colour scheme on the features. So once we roll for our eyes and our features later on, and anywhere else that we can bring in the colour white, we're going to leave that for the pops of colour for the features. So we're going to sew together all of the fleece that we can on the sewing machine before moving on to the hand sewn sections. So we're going to hand sew the fabric on the head, we're going to hand sew the arm rod pockets in the little hands. I always find it so satisfying as well when we turn the hands inside out and I get to like press the little fingers out. It looks super cute. But anyway, here's the head before I have pinned it and trimmed it and got ready for the hand sewn seams. And when I hand sew the fabric on the head, I always want to make sure that the seam is quite wide so I can really pull and stretch the fabric to fit the head shape exactly. So I'm just going to sew those together, sew on the chin section as well, and then the head is going to be ready. And then of course we're going to doll joint the arms onto the puppet's body, a little bit of assembly. And here's just another fun angle of the head shape, but now of course we need to roll for our eyes. So with a d6 we have 4, which is going to be for painted eyes. Now the dice are kind of directly contradicting me because I said I wanted to leave the eyes white, So for a compromise, we're going to airbrush the eyes, the bottom of the eyes, like a nice warm natural brown colour, and then we're going to have it fading up to the bright white on the top of the eyes. For the iris colour, I've gone with Jungle, which is a really nice multicoloured bright iris, lots of green, yellow and red. I thought this would be a really nice pop of colour against the white and the brown. Look how beautiful, so I'm just going to find the right positioning for those and attach them. Then, of course, we need our features. So we have rolled 10, 12, 19, and 20, which is going to be for wings, spots, double up, and dealer's choice. So I'm very thankful to the wise dice gods for giving me the dealer's choice. With spots as well, I feel like we've been given spots quite a lot in season 4 as well. Like, the dice are really pushing for spots. First of all, for our tongue, we're going to have a bright white tongue to stick with the colour scheme, and it's a nice pop of colour in the dark black mouth. Then for the dealer's choice, we definitely wanted a pair of mythical kind of antler style horns. So we designed that on some 3D printing software, 3D printed it in this bright white filament, and then we're going to do the same sort of airbrush style that we have on the eyes, just like a nice faded soft brown. Then for the double up, we're going to have a second pair of really cute white rounded horns, and we're going to again give it a little bit of texture and shading with some brown airbrush. Just make them look really natural. And then again, we have this beautiful dual toned multicolored fabric, which we're going to have as a little bit of hair. So we're going to sew up a little puppet wig. I always love little puppet wigs. They just look so cute. So we're going to attach that to the puppet's head, and we're going to have a nice like little base for the horns to pop out of. And I am telling you now, if I could sing to save my life, if I could sing at all, I would sing about this fur. This multicolored fur is beyond beautiful. Once it's all in place on this beautiful puppet's head, we're going to go around and find the right attachments and the right positioning for our doubled up pair of horns. And they just look so beautiful and natural, and the colours are wonderful, and it's like a little mythical pixie creature. I love it so much. Now, for the spots, we definitely wanted them again to look very natural and very of the forest for this mythical little creature. So we had this idea of layering kind of leaf-shaped spots to look like the puppet was in like dappled shade, and the airbrush exploded. We were stressing out so badly at this point. But we managed to get it working again, and we layered a couple different colours of some different sized leaf shapes in the airbrush. So we had like a yellowy orange to a brown to a darker brown, and we really wanted this soft dappling effect. We got halfway through and the airbrush exploded again, and let me tell you, I was having such a hard time today. But this is the chaos, and this is what we signed up for with Roll for Puppet. Sometimes things are going to go wrong, and we have to think on our feet. We got it to work in the end, but moving on to our next feature, which is a pair of beautiful green iridescent fairy wings. And we wanted this creature to definitely look very kind of mischievous pixie vibes, but living in the forest and just shaded by trees. So as a special little extra prop, we have this really beautiful little leaf and acorn satchel. There is no better prop for a mythical character, and we have it kind of across their body, but also tied to their arm like a little forest fairy warrior. And here is the finished puppet. So thank you so much again, Order 1997, for trusting us and the dice to bring your puppet to life. I really hope you love them, and the brand new Snoop head shape reveal. So let me know what your name suggestions and detailed backstories are in the comments down below. I would love to read them, and I'm sure the new owner would love to read them too. Thank you so much for watching. We really had a go of it today, but hopefully you enjoyed it, and hopefully we made it work. They are just so cute and so mythical and gorgeous. The dice knew what they were doing, and you all know I love mythical characters, so this one was so fun. Don't forget to join us next week for episode 10 of Roll for Puppet Season 4. Very exciting. And we will see you very soon. This little character can't wait to fly off to their new home. If you enjoy this content, please consider joining our Patreon community and helping support the show. It would mean so much. Plus, there's lots of fun perks over there, and we will see you very soon.